Hey, you YouTube. Okay, so very excited. Last night, Margaret from Seven Plaza finally launched September. Yay! So exciting. So if you go onto her Ko-Fi shop, you will see she's got this free prompt list. Yeah, go ahead and download it and join if you want to or whatever. So yeah, I'm very excited about September. Woohoo! Time to get out those scraps and use those scraps. Today, let me just first start off and get all of this out the way. 69 subscribers. Woohoo! Yay! Thank you so much. I could see two of them. I think it's Toni from Not So Fast, as in like a knot that you tie, and sewing as in sewing fast. Not So Fast. I think that's very cute. And then I've got Monet Henderson. So hi guys, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Give us a shout out. It'll be lovely. Okay, Maggie. Oh, bless you, Maggie. Thank you so much for the awesome shout out you gave me on your channel. I really do appreciate it. Guys, head over to Maggie. It's Journaling with Maggie. Very awesome. Thank you so much, darling. Please go and check out her YouTube channel as well and go and give her some love and subscribe and do all of those wonderful things. And then just a special mention to Debs at the Creative Book Shack. Also, she's a small YouTuber as well. So I just feel, you know, I got a shout out as a small person. Not that I'm small, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, I've got 69 subscribers and I think Debs is also around about the 60 mark. So I just felt, you know, from one crafter to another, to also just say go and check out the Creative Book Shack and Debs, and also give her some love and some support, and let's just all help each other to grow our channels and our community. We'll be linking them in my description as well, Maggie and Debs. Yeah, and also, as always, a very special thank you to Margreth from Seven Plaza and Toni from Crafty by Toni for hosting this awesome open collaboration. So excited for September. Very, 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 very excited. Okay, so today I have decided I am going to choose two of these things, because obviously last night when I did my video last night, I was like 22 minutes late for Margaret's video where she launched September. So I've decided I'm going to do two today. Yes, they're not really scraps, but it's in my hoard of stuff, and I think the whole point as well of September is to use your things. So I am going to choose two of these. I'm going to do envelopes and 12 by 12 and do them together, because like I said, I'm kind of like a day late now with September. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all. I'll see how many I will get through in September. There's a lot of things like I don't have on my list here. Like I don't really have acetate, although I do have laminating sheets, which is so cool. If you just laminate a sheet with nothing in it, technically you have acetate. So yeah, I'll think about that one, whether or not I'm going to do that one. Yeah, so I'm going to just try my best and get through as many of these as I possibly can. Maybe some days I'll incorporate two, like I have today with envelopes and 12 by 12s. And yeah, we'll just go with the flow for September and do what we need to. That will be very fun and exciting. So I'm going to put my list out of the way, and my prompt list for another day. Oh, in this as well, if you watch Margaret's video, I'll also link that, about September. This prompt list is totally up to you to see what you want to do with it. So, you know, your own interpretation of fabric or flower or acetate or wallpaper. Oh, that's one thing I don't have. I don't have wallpaper, so that one I might not do, but we'll see. Yeah, so it's your own interpretation of this. You don't even have to follow this. I think on the day that we do wallpaper, I'm going to do something else. and I think I know what I'm going to do, but yeah. Okay. Right, I still feel like I'm in the 3 under 30 mode though, I must be honest. I'm like, I've got 30 minutes to do this, but I really don't. I've got as much time as I really want to. Okay, my inspiration for today's video. Maggie, as I mentioned, I nagged Maggie to show me how to do an envelope style folio. I picked it up on one of her 3 under 30 videos, and I kept hounding her. So eventually she did. She made like kind of 3 follow-on videos from that. The one was making an envelope style folio from 1 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. The other one was we are going to make an envelope folio, beginner friendly, part 1, and part 2 of making an envelope folio, decorating and making envelopes. So I will also link those videos in my description for this one. The other inspiration I got from was Natasa from Treasure Books. We love Natasa. And her video was DIY envelopes. I'll also link that in the description. So that's where my inspiration comes from all of these lovely ladies, including Margreth and Toni. Yeah, so let's get on with it. So I went ahead and I chose some of my scrapbooking papers. I've got these beautiful blue designs. I've tried to go for as non-directional as possible, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so I take my paper and I'm not going to fold it completely in half. I'm going to line it up and just give it a little bit of a pinch in the middle and go this way and like this. Line it up as nicely as possible. Give it a little pinch in the middle so I can find my center. I'm also going to mark myself a little center mark. Right, I'm a little bit off there, but it's okay. Then I take up and I fold this like this, so it's diagonal, right? And this side must also come up and meet in the middle. So off camera, I went ahead and I did 2 of these already because I need 3 envelopes. And also the reason why I chose to do my own envelopes is because I cannot find envelopes the size that I want. And also I like that rounded look of the flap of the envelope, which I couldn't find. So I don't know why I'm not finding them. Alright, so there we go. Then what I did with my previous envelopes is I actually marked off like 2 centimeters over here, right? But somehow or another they didn't turn out the same size. So I'm going to mark just for my own reference for now. So I'm going from that little corner of the paper where it folds over and marking off at my 2 centimeters. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use my other 2 envelopes. Those are the 2 I made off camera. You see what I mean about the rounded edge? Okay, I'll show you how to do that as well. So yeah, I actually lined them up onto each other to try and get the right size. So let me go ahead and do that. So first of all, I'm going to use those little marks to initially make this one. I line that paper up on this side on itself. Just make sure that I'm on that little mark that I made. There we go, nice and straight as possible. There we go. All right, then what I did to get them all the kind of the same size, where's my giant clip gone now? You see I was using it early on. Okay, I'm going to just clip these in place just to hold them in place like this. Okay, then you see I'm off there. If I go to that mark that I made, you see this envelope is going to be a bit smaller, right? So if I want them exactly the same, I'm going to kind of remark that up against this previous envelope that I made. Make sure that my sides are reasonably straight because we do kind of want a bit of precision on this one. There we go. And give it a smush down. Right, there we go. Happiness. 3 envelopes the same size. Right, now to get that rounded corner, and this is where you decide which one's going to be the top flap and what. I think I want this one to be the top flap. So let me try and find my pencil again. There it is. It's a little bit blunt. Here's my sharpener. Let me just sharpen it just a bit. Okay. Oh, it broke. That doesn't really help. Let me try that again, guys. The lead's stuck in there. Give it a bit of a sharpen again. Oh, no, not sharp enough yet. Okay. Then what I did is I just used this little tub and I line it up until it touches both sides. Just draw like that. You see? And then just give it a snip. So easy. There we go. Throw that piece away. Then I know this is going to be my top flap. Now I also want to do a bit of rounding on here too. But now to remember which is my top, I'm going to put a T there for top. Right, I'm going to do the same this side. I need to turn it so I can actually see what I'm doing. Line up like that. I'm going to do a quick production style. T for top. I wish I had one of those bigger corner rounders. Oh my gosh, I'm on the hunt for a bigger corner rounder. There we go. It's done, and then we just give these a snip, just so that they kind of look more like an envelope. Okay, those two I'm just going to put aside for now because there's a bit of extra cutting that I need to do on here. So I've done a bit of a combination of Maggie's videos and Natasha's videos on this one. Alright, I want to show you where I'm going to cut out that bulk now. So you can go ahead and cut out these little triangles on the bottom, but I'm going to keep them in there for sturdiness. This side, the top flaps, I am going to cut out this tiny little triangle here to get rid of that bulk. Right? Because also I don't have one of those fancy envelope maker boards. Would be nice. Also another wish list, because it's got that notch punch in it. Oh, I wish I could find a notch punch as well. Okay, there we go. Alright, and there's my envelope again. I'm going to round this out. Cut that out. There you have it. Alright, very simple to finish off our envelope. Is which glue am I going to use? I'm going to use the hectic glue again because I really want this to stick nicely. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some glue along here and in that corner and down here and in this corner and then along here. And I need to remember I kind of need to stop somewhere. That's why I've put glue on this, on these side flaps as well, because I don't want the glue sticking onto the back page. Oh, there's something I forgot to do before I glue. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I do this, right, Maggie goes ahead and decorates her envelopes, and it looks like quite a mission. So Maggie, I am going to alter your idea a little bit. I got some extra scrapbooking paper out, 12 by 12, 30 by 30 for those of you in my country. Alright, because she goes and then tries to cut them and fold it. Oh no, Maggie, here's my twist on your envelope making. Alright, I am going to go ahead and use my glue stick. Can measure this out, but heck, I'll do it on the next one. Let's get some of this glue going across here, because I don't feel like the mission of measuring and trying and gluing and stuff. So I am going to go like this and just make sure that when I close it, this one, you see, it is covered this side and my flap is covered too. Right, then I'm going to just trim this out. Let me get my bigger scissors for this rather. Let me first just give it a good smush down because I can feel this paper is wanting to lift. Give it a good smush down. I'm going to use my small scissors just to get going here because this is quite a finicky little corner. There we go. And swap scissors for the bigger scissors. And we just cut the excess off. Heavy concentration here of cutting. These scissors need a good clean. I can feel they are really sticky. While I'm busy cutting this, I'm thinking about Maggie's videos, because as well, I'll show you what she does as soon as I get this piece off. And I've got this envelope going. I'll show you the other kind of thing that Maggie does, which I am not going to do in this case because I've rounded those corners up. So when your envelope is like this, Maggie kind of cuts it off here so it's easier to get things in the pocket. I think, am I going to do that? No, I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, like I said, Maggie does cut it down so you've got more of a pocket to put things in. But yeah, you go ahead and watch Maggie's video and then you decide what works best for you, what suits you better. There we go. Just work in that crease. Yeah, okay, right, let's try the gluing again. This glue, oh, come on now, glue's flying everywhere. Okay, I'm going to go along here in this little triangle to make sure that that sticks all nice and flat. Along here, not all the way to the top, but almost. Again, along here, do the little triangle, and up here, and stop before the curve. Oh, come on now. Glue lid, go back. There we go. Let's give it a bit of a smush down. You can go ahead and ink the edges before you fold this all over and stuff, but today I am not going to. I might just ink here because I see it didn't cut too nicely. So I might just ink the flap, and that's about it. I'm going to go for good old shoe polish on this one. Let's give it a bit of a good ink up. There we go. And this side. And I've got to try, I'm trying to remember what Maggie did in my head while I'm busy doing this. Okay, right, that's one envelope ready. Let's do this envelope. Let's cover it first. I use the other side of this paper. And like I was saying earlier, you can kind of measure this. I mean, oh, I'm going to be just short there. Ish. Okay, guess what? These are going to be scraps for Scraptember. Woohoo! I did manage to pull out 6 pages of my scrap paper. Okay, again, so let's put it in there. Right. Turn it over. nicely. I can do this. And the only reason why I'm doing this is to see where I need to glue. Okay, take that out. Now I kind of know where to glue. So glue stick again. And I'm going to glue in the section that I have marked off. Oh, and oh, sorry, I'm throwing things everywhere. By the way, this is going to be a twofold sort of project. So it's going to be Scraptember as well as for Gran's journal, for Granadilla's journal. There we go. Nice. Where's my Smushadana thing? Here's my Smushadana thing. So I think I'm going to, you see I'm a little bit off, but it's fine. The main thing is that the paper's in there. I'm happy with that. I think I'm just going to use the little scissors on this. Yeah, so I'm going to create 2 new playlists. One for obviously hashtag Scraptember 2025. And I've already started a new playlist with Granadilla's journal. So this will be going into both of those playlists of mine. Come on now. Just cut nicely. It's getting stuck somewhere. I don't know what's happening. Cut out these little triangles here. Okay, and this one, excess. There we go. Alright, let's glue this baby shut. There we go. Let's put that with the rest of the scraps. Glue. Let's go for it. Let's glue here. Gluing this little triangle. Turn my page so I don't go off camera. There. Oh, I almost went to the wrong place. Here. Glue the triangle. And go up to about there somewhere. Right. Smush that all down. Another beautiful envelope. Let's just work that crease back in there. Just give it a bit of an ink. Because I've got a bit of overhang there. And really, I'm not too very worried. I mean, you can be more precise and you do you. You do you. Me, I'm doing me. Give this ink from this side. I think I actually need to reactivate this because it seems a bit dry again. I'll probably do it on the next one. Let's see. Okay, 2 envelopes done. 3rd envelope, this one that I almost glued before I needed to glue it. Right, there we go. 3rd piece of paper. Okay. Let's just try and flip it over. All moved and stuff, but it's okay. No, this is not working so well. I'm just going to guess this one again. I mean, you've seen me now do it both ways, so yeah. We just guess now. And just hope for the best. Okay. I've got so many single-sided scrapbook papers, so yeah, time to use them. And a lot of my sets that I have are duplicated, so you know, I do have more than one, so really time to use the pretty stuff instead of just hoarding it. Well, I went a bit over on that one. That's okay. Give that a good smush down. Where's my smushy thing? I did go too far over there. Let me see. I tore it. Okay. We'll work with that. I'm going to, because I just came over a bit too far in this corner here. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a bit of snip like this. Okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So maybe measuring out is a better idea. Anyways. Main thing is to play and have fun, I guess. Okay, stuff for scrap timber. Cut this little triangle out. Go. Done. And then I'm going to just snip this tiny bit of excess off here. There we go. There we go. Right, let's try gluing this one again. So now the glue has dried. Triangle up this side. Oh, it is hot today. Lovely. What's for dinner? We are having chicken at a king. Yum yum. Chicken at a king for tonight. Looking forward to that. Let's give that a smush down. There we go. Let's work in this crease again. Here where it ripped, I am going to have to make a plan. Yeah, remember it rips over here. You know what? I think I'm going to just use this one as my middle sort of folio. I know I've done all of this work, but I'm going to trim this one down. Is this the dark one? No. I want this one. I'm going to trim this one down because I want this one on the inside of my folio. Try and find my rulers again. I still kind of want to keep this curve, so let's see what happens if so this is what I was meaning about how Maggie kind of chopped hers down a little bit, and I'm going to try my best not to go too hard because I don't want to cut my whole envelope in half. No, that was a little bit too soft. It cut it all. No, it didn't cut it all. Thinking. Let me put my notes in here. I'm a little bit nervous. Let's line that up. Let me push a little bit harder. Right. That one came off nicely, and now my only problem is that is showing. Ha. Okay, I've got an idea. Guys, I'm winging this a little bit too. As we do. Okay, because now if I take this out, then I've got this gaping white patch, which I do not want. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these flat. Back onto itself like this. Then I don't have that gaping whiteness. Oh, my glue's busy going all over the place because I'm trying to hurry and I'm not putting the lid back on straight away. That's also why I kind of do this, and I've said this before, why I try and get that lid on there quickly, because the glue just kind of keeps coming out. Okay, there we go. And I still got my little rounded piece there. Now I'm thinking, do I want to do this for all of them? But no, I'm not going to. Okay, this is going to be my middle folio. Now, here's where a bit of fun comes in, is how you want to place them. So, and I'm still trying to think how Maggie did it, because the 3 was a bit different. She did one with 2 envelopes, which is quite simple. So 2 envelopes is simple. All you do is just attach this flap onto here, and then you've got your folio. But I want to put in the 3rd pocket. So now you can actually decide whether you want the 3rd one to kind of, no, that's not going to work too well. Do you want this pocket to be this side or this side? And I think I'm going to make it this side because it is a bit easier then. So what I can do is glue this one straight onto this one, right? That can work. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to attach the front cover. Alrighty, let's do it. I'm going in with my hectic glue because I really want this to stay and to stick. You could turn this into a tuck spot as well, I guess. Should we do that? Should we make this a little tuck spot? Let's make it into a tuck spot. I've got to remind my husband that he's got a meeting in half an hour. So let me glue this down quickly. Pause my video and go and do my duties. Okay, so I'm going to line them up onto each other as best as I can. And I'm going to flip this one over. I'm also going to check it from this side. I suppose there's many different ways that you could do this as well. I mean, you can have such a variety of ideas with this. You can take this anywhere. Obviously, I'm a little bit skew. It might have to do with my folding. I'm really smushing this glue around a lot, because now I can see here it's not lining up very nicely. If I keep moving that around, okay, well look, that's going to just have to do, because my folding wasn't very straight to begin with. See, and every time I reline it up this way, then I get a problem here. So obviously I didn't fold everything completely straight, which is not the end of the world. Okay, that will just have to do. Okay, and now I've got a little bit of a pocket here too, a little tuck spot. I've got a pocket, and a little tuck spot in between there. I might come up and just glue it a little bit more but we'll get there. Let me just quickly go and tell hubby about his meeting. Okay, duty's done. Alright, now I'm going to attach this one onto here. And this is going to be the closure. But that would help if all my envelopes were exactly the same size, which they are not, which is also okay because I've had to make my own envelopes. So there we go. I'm going to open this up the flap now, and again go in with my sort of hectic glue. Could also make this a tuck spot if you really wanted to for the back of the journal or folio, whatever you want to call this thing. But I'm going to make it flat. I'm not going right up to that crease, I'm going just a bit past that crease. Okay, close this up. Oh, now I've moved everything. It's okay, it's okay. What I'm going to do is line this up again and smush it closed. There we go. Give it a good smush down. Spread that glue underneath. And I see I have a problem here because I've used my glue stick is doing this. I was saying the other day how I'm favoring bar stick glue and stuff, and as you can see I got myself a new stick of bar stick glue. But this specific one, I don't know, it's just not gluing so nicely. It's okay, because I've always got this glue to come in and just do that. Yeah. Just close there. Let's give this another smush down. I've got a bit of glue snot coming out, but it's okay. I'm really not too worried. Okay, so for the most part, there we go. There's my folio. And like I said, this is going to be the closure. And I didn't ink that yet. So there, we've got a pocket here. And like I said, the glue's stuck on the inside now. It's glue seepage. Yeah, you can go ahead and cut this down to make it easier for the pockets. I just got a bit of glue sticking here. It's just from when I glued this one. Oh, and everything's moving. Hang on. I've got a problem here. I'm not waiting for my glue to dry properly. Okay, it's fine. Okay, pocket here. Let's go again. A nice blank piece that maybe you can put a nice piece of paper on, so you've got a writing spot. Then we've got this pocket, which I did cut down, and it's just it's the glue seepage. There we go. There's another little pocket. Then we've made this into like a little tuck spot, and let's just check this one. Yeah, we've got a bit of glue seepage there too, and then another little pocket. Again, you can cut them down if you want to. Totally up to you. And then your closure. So very sweet, very nice. Maggie, thank you again for kind of giving me the idea to go with this and showing us how to do it. I do like the one where you just use the papers and made folios. It was very cool as well. So there's like two different ways that she's done this, with envelopes and one kind of without an envelope. But again, I'll link all of this in my description. I just want to ink that up. I'm going to have to glue this shut as well because the papers are pulling apart from each other. My suggestion is glue stick and a more tackier glue, whether it's PVA or art glitter or Barely Arts or whatever you use, Nova, whatever you use, white PVA. I definitely glue stick and then put that extra bit of glue in so this doesn't happen. Okay, there we go. Let's just glue this shut. It's always a solution, right? Always. Alright, and then I think as well, like I said, I just want to glue these up just a tiny bit. Oh, got glue going everywhere now. Just a tiny bit on each side, just to make it more pocket-like. I don't know if they're equal, but glue smear. I could have done this a lot neater, but it's okay. Am I shitting all over myself again? No, no, no. We don't shit all over ourselves. We can't do that. It's not okay. Well, I don't feel it's okay when we should. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have. It is what it is. It still looks like an awesome little project, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. Let me just give that a bit of a wipe with a wet wipe. And my fingers. Yeah, like I said before, you are most welcome to go and ink edges, just so you've got more of a definition there, so you can actually see that they're pockets. That is entirely up to you. I chose not to, which is also okay. Okay, now I've got more of a pockets. Yeah, that little tuck spot has worked out quite nicely. Okay, right guys, I think I'm happy with that for the most part. What can you put on here as a closure? You could maybe embed a magnet in here before this. Okay, now it's really closed. I could have embedded magnets. Can use Velcro strips. I might even do that once I've decorated this cover. I might just use a Velcro strip on there. Maybe even what you could do is put an eyelet in there. Put some ribbon or lace or whatever, and then I just heard my camera just stop. I don't know why. I'm hoping that I got everything. Oh my gosh, I really hope that I got everything. I'll have to go back and check and see what happened. Yeah, but anyway, there's my project. I've used envelope, I've used 12 by 12, and I think I have successfully accomplished my scrap timber, my first scrap timber. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, share, and comment, and remember the small people. You know what I mean by small people. Remember the smaller channels, and give us a shout out and help us also grow our communities. It will be awesome. Anyways, everybody, take care. Have a good Tuesday further. Much love. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.